Hello. I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm having a rough one. I'm hurting. Everything hurts. I'm so tired. I wake up and I pray. That's the first thing I do. I don't even open my eyes, but I lay there and I thank God for wake for being awake, for being awake, and for still being here. And I thank Him for everything I have and everything everybody I still have in my life. But I hurt so bad. So there's days I don't know why I'm here. I still don't know why I'm here. I've mentioned before that I have, sorry, my throat hurts still so bad. I have these weird shooting pains that come into my head. It's like somebody shocking me, like with a taser that shoots up into my head. It hurts so bad. I had migraines. I have, my goodness, my neck and my shoulders and my arms hurt from my neck surgeries. My back and my legs hurt from my back surgeries. My whole body is just full of arthritis and inflammation. And now I have these new things, whatever, in my lung, my sternum, my chest hurts, and I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe. But my chest hurts. I don't know. I'm falling apart. But like I've mentioned before, this past year, 2 years, I've coded like 6 or 7 times. I've had that many out of body experiences, and then talked to, gone with God, been in heaven, type of experiences. And it was not my time to go. And for some reason, He keeps sending me back here. I still don't know why. And I keep getting the messages that I'm supposed to make these videos. He's been telling me, or the universe, God, I don't know who it is exactly telling me, but telling me to make these videos. And it's been for about a year I'm supposed to be making them. And I just now started seriously making them here December of 2025. I had made a couple before that, but I just felt really weird and awkward, and I still feel weird and awkward because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do this really, or what I'm doing, or I don't know. I feel stupid. I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm supposed to talk about, or nothing. I'm just told I'm supposed to do it. So that's what I'm trying to do. And then there's days where I just don't have the energy to even move, much less try and do anything. But I try and at least sit up, put my face on, do my morning routine, wash my face, make myself look presentable, put actual clothes on, just to not just be a lump laying here in the bed. I don't go nowhere because I don't ever have the energy to go nowhere, really. Unless I have to go to a doctor or something. But just to try and, I don't know, make myself feel better. You know, put my face on it. And I do. I do feel better once I get up and move around a little bit. But being in pain and I feel trapped. I literally feel trapped in a body that has betrayed me. I feel trapped in this bed. I feel trapped in this room, in this house, on this planet. Because once you go to heaven and experience the peace and the love and the freedom and there's no pain there. And then you have to come back to this place that is full of the opposite of everything I just said. It makes it hard to want to be here. But I know I'm here for a reason, and I still don't know what that reason is. And every day I ask him, and he still ain't telling me. I mean, I still get messages. I still am being told things. My whole life. I mentioned before about my grandparents raising me. My grandmother, little bitty old thing, 4 foot something. She wasn't 5 foot, but little bitty old thing. And me, I'm massive compared to my mother's side of the family. I'm massive because I'm 5'9", and I don't think anybody was over 5'6", even the uncles. Like, I'm massive compared to them, like gigantic. And then my children, I've got one that's 6'3", my husband's 6'7", so like we're massive. Just like they're little people and we're giants. But God love her, my grandmother, itty bitty. Oh shoot. See, I hate that when I get off. If I talk on anything else and then my thoughts just get completely sucked out of my head, I lose my train of thought and I cannot remember what I was talking about. But my grandmother, okay. German, devout Catholic. Okay. So, here I come along. Now, my mother was a 17-year-old unwed mother. So I was not a very welcome surprise. You know, once I got here, it was okay, but yeah, it was very frowned upon. But my very earliest memories, and I can remember stuff before I was 2 years old. Like I said, I can remember way back. I can remember things about my father's side of the family, and I'm told that I did not see them after the age of like 2.5. So that means I have memories before 2.5 years old, which I don't think a lot of people remember that kind of stuff. But I do have memories of them, and I can tell you the layout of their house. I can remember specifics, and I told my mom this stuff. She couldn't believe that I could remember it and give details and the layout of their house and like the candy my grandfather ate. And because I remember going there. I remember going visiting them, like my father's grandparents. I don't remember ever seeing my father or meeting him or anything. But I do remember his parents. I remember their house. I remember everything about that. And like I said, my mother said I did not see them after I was 2.5 years old. So, whatever that is. But going back to, I have always heard, seen, felt other things here on this earth. Be it what you want to call them, I don't know, spirits or, um, there's all kinds of names for things. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I think some clairaudience is a word I've heard, but one of my very earliest memories is falling asleep to like a chanting, drumming type noise, and the closest thing I can think of is like oh my goodness, like a native drumming or ceremony and chanting. It's the closest I've ever kind of heard of what I remember. And the language, I can still hear it in my head. I've never heard that language since. But that's from one of my very earliest memories, living on the farm, falling asleep to that. It happened all the time. I saw people, which now I would classify they were probably natives, Native Americans, on our farm. I would see them, and I would see all kinds of other things too. But I would hear stuff a lot. I'm very, very sensitive to that kind of stuff, that type of energy, and that was not okay with my grandmother. That was not okay with the Catholic Church. That is, no, that's not cool. Like, that's forbidden, kind of like that. So, not only was I, a bastard child, and I was I was told about it too. Everybody let me know that. My family, they made it into a joke, but it definitely was. I was known. They let me know that, I was different. I wasn't, everybody else's parents were married, and, they had two parents, and all my cousins and everything, they like to make my life hard. And they let me know kids are mean, even your own family. But that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, my whole life I have been able to hear, see, communicate with things that a lot of other people can't. So being the black sheep of the family or the outcast or whatever, I've always been that for many, many different reasons. So I don't know. Here we are on freaking YouTube and TikTok telling all about it. Might as well be a bigger weirdo than I already am. I already don't speak to most of my family, so what's the big difference? I'm sitting here in my room all alone with my dog, and she already knows that I hear and see shit because she hears and sees it too. So here we are. But you had to be careful because, you didn't want to be classified as mentally ill. You had to be careful who you tell. But I'm pretty sure a 2-year-old can't be schizophrenic. So, I don't know. But I've always had that. But I do remember as a kid. I tell my grandma about those things and getting in trouble for it. And you better not tell nobody. You better stop it. Don't you tell nobody. I'm pretty sure she was sensitive too. I know she was. I know she was. But she didn't talk about it, and you couldn't talk about it. And just be quiet about it. And don't. But I had premonitions a lot. I have premonition dreams. I don't dream a lot, but if I do, it scares me because it's gonna happen. It's gonna come true, and I don't like it. I don't like dreaming, especially if it's something bad, because usually it's something bad. Like I'd mentioned in previous. Well, that wasn't even a dream though. I said my grandfather came to me, but that wasn't even a dream. I was awake when he came to me and told me goodbye, and it happens. It happens a lot. I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to navigate any of this stuff. No one ever taught me. I didn't have anybody to go to. I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. It's not like it would have been nice, you know. Harry Potter had Hogwarts. I don't know of any school for us that have this kind of thing. I definitely didn't have any mentors because I was told it was bad, it was evil. Oh my God, you don't talk about it and you don't deal with it. So I was shunned for it. Now, my children have abilities as well, but I always encourage them to embrace it. And we figured it out on our own. I tried to help them best I could, and I tried to find help and I don't know, resources and try to figure this out because I'm still learning because we have healing powers. We have I have done energy healing for years and years. Like I said, I get messages. I want to call it downloads. I don't know the wording. I don't know the terms. I just know what happens and what I get and what I hear. And I've had so many experiences and stuff. Just don't I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to talk about. But I don't know. Like, am I going to get backlash on here? People, hell, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I'm even doing on YouTube. I was just told to make videos, so that's what I'm doing. Y'all probably be like, it's just a crazy woman on here talking to spirits. But I don't know. But I have some kind of ability. And the more, I don't know if it's good or bad, the more I have crossed over and come back, the more my abilities have heightened. So it makes it even worse going outside of my home. Like in my home, I'm protected. I have put up barriers. I have protection that I have put up around my home so that I'm not bombarded because they will harass you. But I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with this. Besides just, I guess, talk about that. Remembering my first little bitty going to sleep, hearing the drumming and the chanting and kind of like a circle, what I had in my mind's eye was like a fire and like a dance around fire, and the drumming and the like bells on their legs, and them dancing in a circle and chanting. And I can hear the words, I can hear them, but I don't know what they are. And I have never heard a language like that since. Not on any, I have looked, not on anything. I don't know, it's crazy. I've had, like, I hear things too. Like, when I'm out places, I love to go antiquing and go to antique stores and like thrifting and yard selling and stuff like that. But the older I got, the less and less I could do it because it's so loud in those places that I can't hardly take it. My anxiety goes through I literally cannot do it. It's so loud. And I don't know how to turn it down. I used to be able to block it, I guess. I don't know, but it's gotten so loud. And I don't know. It's it's wild. It's just, you know, and the closest I try to explain this to my husband, what I hear, because he never really understood it. And the closest comes, there was a movie called Requiem, and what it was, it's like being in like a auditorium, and everybody's talking, and but you can't understand one person. You just hear everybody, and it's just so many people talking, and I hear that. So it's very overwhelming, and it's like they zap your energy, take all your it feels like they zap your energy, and so it's just really hard to navigate life when it's constantly draining you to be outside of your home. And I don't know how to fix that. I don't know enough about any of this. Because, like I said, the more I have passed away and come back, the more this is heightened. And so now I'm trying to deal with all this, and I don't I don't know. As a kid, I had it big, but I didn't deal with it. I just talked to them. They were my friends. We hung out, whatever, you know. But I never, as an adult, I think I just blocked it out and moved on. I don't know. But I'm going to try and make like videos for each one of my, each time I passed and what happened, what I saw, what happened, my out-of-body experience, what happened, and yeah, but my brain gets scrambled, everything. But anyway, there's a start of whatever. Now you know I'm a weirdo. I hear and see things, but I can also feel things, heal things. Sometimes I can tell what's coming. Like I said, that's what's really got me concerned. Because I'm scared. Like I said, when all this stuff with that mass happened, none of us thought I was going to make it. And I did. And I was real hopeful. Afterward, I was so excited. I made it. And now I don't feel that hope anymore because this is different. It feels different. and I'm scared, and I don't like it. But I'll make some more videos, I guess, talk about my out of body and going to heaven type stuff. They're not. They're mostly the same for the most part, except for the I don't know. I would say there's like four that are. There's like four of them that are kind of different, and the rest of them are about the same. But yeah, I've passed a lot of times. Come back, and it's not fun. And I'm ready for it to like stop. Like either take me or leave me. Like I'm tired of this back and forth type of stuff. But anyway. Alright, I guess sign off on this one. Y'all take care.